Mr. Greg got a ticket. What's up, perfectly blended family, and welcome back to another video. I'm Chantel.
I'm Greg.
Guys, Greg got a ticket, but before we get into it, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so when we drop a new video, you're alerted. Alright guys, let's get into it. Alright guys, so you heard us right. Mr. Greg got a ticket. And I think it's a bit silly because this only happens when condo control,
property management, same thing, is in our area. So Greg was training a client and I parked in visitors. I let the client park in the driveway.
Yes. And how many minutes after? Like 15 minutes later, he sees no, after your client.
I finished training the client, but it's just the time of the ticket was 20 minutes after.
Oh, okay. That's the confusion. Okay. This just nicely placed on the window. And you know what it says, guys? Why he got the ticket? Parked on private property without consent. Although our vehicle is registered in the area. How does that make sense?
It's visitors parking. Okay.
During visiting hours.
I'm really curious because it doesn't even say, it says location, where were you parked? It doesn't say visitors parking. It says near another address, which was across the street from the parking lot I was in. Visitors, yes.
So
I'm curious when we go down to the city, what they say, if they have anything to support it, because it doesn't make sense.
Did you take a picture of where the vehicle was?
I didn't take a picture of where the vehicle was.
I don't know. Well, the city's supposed to.
They should have a picture of, the city's supposed to, exactly. So I'm curious, it just, none of it makes sense.
It's a $30 ticket, and it's an unnecessary $30 because the vehicle is registered in the complex. So yes, I'm interested to know as well what they're gonna say, because he was parked in visitors during visiting hours, and it used to say, they used to have a sign in visitors that says, you can park there during the day, but overnight vehicles must be registered. Greg was not parked there overnight. Like he said, he was parked there during the day. They were having their little condo meeting in the parkette, and I believe that property management couldn't find a spot to park, so they just issued Greg a ticket. Well, not Greg, this vehicle a ticket. Because I've never heard that before.
Well, we don't know. We have to go down and see what they say about it, if they say anything.
Yes. We're hoping that the ticket just gets waived, but it's just an inconvenience.
The thing is, we have a security company that comes through and checks this, and they make sure nobody parks overnight that's not registered, because they'll come and do their rounds, right?
Yeah.
And if you get a ticket from a bylaw officer, it means somebody actually called, because it is private property. The city doesn't come in on their own. They only come in if called, because it's security that actually writes the tickets for the complex.
That's right. Good point. So someone had to
have call to have the bylaw officer come in. Yeah.
Gosh. That's like a hassle in itself. Why? Why? Anyways, guys, we are going to the city to see what they say. Hopefully it's not a big deal. They can just waive the ticket. So let's just go see what happens. Side note, we just dropped all the kids to camp, and because yesterday was a holiday for us in Ontario, all the camps seem quiet, not as many kids. I wonder if everybody's taking everybody,
vacation week or
some
something.
Of the kids, taking vacation this week. I don't know, because I didn't see Danny's little friend in the class. Jasmine and Amaya are in the same program this week, so they're together. They'll be fine, but we'll find out how their day goes. All right, guys, let's head over to the city and see what they say about this yellow ticket. All right, let's go.
complex I live in. At like 4.5 years, I've never had a ticket for this before. Like, I thought our vehicles aren't registered. I don't understand why I have a ticket. Yes.
20 minutes later.
Was I happy with the outcome?
He got 50% off.
I got the $30 ticket reduced to a $15 ticket.
Guys, this is the thing. Greg is very...
Passive?
Yeah. Where, like...
You would have made a stink?
No. I wouldn't have made a stink, but I would have been a little bit more forward with, like, you know what? I'm sorry that this happened. And, like, gave them a story. And, like, you know, this time, can I just have it waived? And I would have been pushing that. Like, well, can someone come down and talk to me? Like, I would have kept going until it was gone. Because I'm not paying $15 for a ticket where my vehicle is registered. Now, what they said is, it doesn't matter what time of the day it is. Anytime a visitor comes into the area, they have to register the vehicle. So you have to pick up the phone or email them and register the vehicle. Who's going to do that? When you go to an apartment building, when you go to the city...
Like anywhere else, it's just this complex. It's the regulation the management board put in place. Maybe they had too many people just ran. There's no reason to ever park there. There's nothing around there. The only reason you would ever park there is if you're visiting somebody in there.
Exactly. 100%.
So there's not like people unauthorized parking. Like it's not like there's a store across the street where the parking lot's always full, so you'll come park here. There's nothing around. There's no reason to park here unless you're visiting somebody there.
Yeah.
And there's 20 units, 20 houses, and there's only 4 or is it 5 visitors parkings?
I think there might be more than... I don't know.
I think it's 5 plus 2 reserved.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, but ever since this new property management came into play, we moved there in 2017, so they're fairly new. They came in, like, I'm going to say like 2018, 2019. They've been an issue ever since. Like, the only time people have gotten tickets is when they're present doing their meetings in the area. That's the only time.
Yeah, but we're not part of those meetings, and that's what those meetings are for.
So you better go to those meetings.
You discuss these things.
I ain't going.
You see, then you have nothing. You can't complain because they're the person. You had the opportunity on that same day to talk to somebody.
You're right.
Could have walked over there with the ticket in hand, like, what's going on? And like, oh, you didn't review the policy we implemented last year?
Oh my gosh.
Basically, they implemented a new policy in 2021. And we never bothered to review it, and that's what had happened.
No, I get the emails and I see it, but then it's out of sight, out of mind. I'm not remembering the particulars because we never really park in visitors, and it's only after COVID since you've been training people.
Right. So I have been parking this way since we've lived there, and well, let's just say since I've been training clients. I just make it easier in case visitors full. I'll park in visitors, and I'll let them use the driveway so they don't have to look for a spot in case visitors was full. And I've been doing that for how long? Right?
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
And this time I got a ticket, and it just happened to be when the management was there, property management was there.
Mm-hmm.
So the only person actually enforcing it is property management when they're present.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
I want to move so bad. I want to move so bad.
To me, like living there, it seems like that is an excessive policy.
It is.
That every single time you want to have somebody park in visitors, you have to register their plate with management. Like, they're going to be here for 20 minutes. I understand for the overnight parking, that's how it was previously, to park overnight in visitors.
And I get that, and I'm used to that policy.
Yeah,
no
that
matter
makes sense. That's
where.
like everywhere.
Yeah.
But there's now a daytime and an evening permit, and the evening starts at 6 o'clock, and I parked there at 6:04.
It's just, no, just to me it's so ridiculous because like I'm so like conscientious of other people. Like I wouldn't make a rule like that. I'd be like I'm so late, but that's just me. But property management's finna turn up. They're
Right,
like,
but
we're gonna do what we want.
They also give us the option to have these discussions at their board meetings, which are how frequently?
I'm telling you, even if you went to the board meeting and had these discussions, they'll still put it in place because
But
my
that's
mom.
okay. You still.
You can still go and voice your opinion and let them know, for
Right.
sure, 100%. I was going to say my mom's on the board meeting, and it takes a lot to change policies. So
We don't know how many people, like they said only a
true.
handful of people showed up. There's like 4 people, and they're like knocking on doors to try and get people to come to the meeting. Like, this is your place, have your discussion. Otherwise, the management runs everything, and they don't live there.
it's so true. Yeah, well, you better
And
start
that's what's
participating, Greg. We should start participating.
Like, you're paying for things. You want to see where your money's going. Like, you pay maintenance fees, property.
Yeah, okay,
maintenance.
so
Is they call it maintenance fees, or what do they call it?
yeah, common element fee. I think it's like the same thing anyways, maintenance and or condo fees. Those are the
We're
three terms I've heard.
Paying management to take care of the property. It's like when we hire a manager, you're paying them to do a job.
Yeah.
So you have say.
It's true. No, I agree with you. You're absolutely right. We should, all jokes aside, we should go to those meetings.
Yeah, I don't want to go to those meetings. I just want to live in a house.
Then you go, you get freehold. You don't do condo fees and stuff. Okay, anyway. So, $15.
$15.
There you go. And now every time you have a client, just register their vehicle. Send them a quick email. It's the law of the land right now in our complex. It is what it is. All right, we are going to go start our day. We're going to have a positive day. This is not going to stop us from having a positive day. It's just a lesson learned, and we're going to move forward. We'll check in later. A little later. All right, guys, so it's now time to go pick up the kids. The girls went swimming today, and if some of you guys remember how the whole swimming fiasco went with Jasmine, when I braided her hair the night before, it took me an hour, and then she took it out the next day because she went swimming at this water park. So I'm anxious to see how Jasmine's hair held up today because I did braid it, but I put it in a pony and clipped it at the end with a small hair tie. So I want to see if that worked, as well as how Amaya's hair held up. So let's go get the kids and see how their day at camp went. Let's go. All right, guys, so Danny's here. I picked him up first. How was daycare, buddy? Good. You play with your friend Ethan? And now you're tired?
He always takes stuff.
He took your ball?
He always takes stuff.
Like what?
He takes my... So when I throw my ball, he takes it and he says he's keeping it.
Well, I told you to leave your ball at home, buddy, so no one takes it.
Yeah, no one took it. But if I say give it, he won't give it. The last time he will give it. The last chance he will give it.
Oh, goodness. All right, guys, for those who don't know, I found Danny's little ball in the washing machine. So it looks like when Jasmine threw his ball in her closet, it landed in one of the girls' laundry baskets. Amaya was doing laundry, and his ball was in the washer. She was doing laundry. She forgot to move her clothes from the washer to the dryer, because I believe if she were to move it, she would have found it and gave it to him, but it was late. She fell asleep. I was moving her laundry from the washer to the dryer and found Danny's ball.
And then you wash my ball.
Yeah, your ball got washed. Yeah, so it's like nice and clean. Anyways, he had a good day. His friend ended up showing up. I guess I dropped Danny early and his friend came afterwards. So I was like wondering, like, oh, didn't see his friend. I wonder who he's going to play with today.
Mommy,
Yep.
I want to show something.
You want to show them something? Okay.
Look what big cut I got, guys.
Oh my goodness gracious. Did you cry? You didn't Are you okay?
Well, it hurted when I put sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. Oh, don't put hand sanitizer on it. It needs to be covered with a Band-Aid so it doesn't get infected. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Danny's daycare teacher is like, oh man, this kid falls all the time. I'm like, yeah, I know. Don't get too worried about it. The cut's not that significant. Like, he falls all the time. But yeah, another cut on the hand. But at least they know how he got it, as opposed to last time when he fell at school. No one knew.
This hand.
Yeah, the last cut was on that hand.
No, this hand.
That hand? Okay. Anyways, he had a fun day, so let's go pick up the girls because the kids have karate tonight.
sweating.
Okay, let's go. Let's get the AC on. Alright guys, so I have some good news. Well, the girls have good news. Tell them.
We didn't go in the pool.
Yay! They said to me, Mom, we stayed on dry land. We were on dry land. I'm like, oh, yes, thank goodness. At least for 1 week, their hair is secure. Right, Mai?
Yeah, I was a good one because my hair and it was too cold.
I'm gonna
Too
go
cold?
to dryland forever.
No, you're not.
What?
Because
the
it's a...
splash pad is so cold.
I'm going in the pool in, like,
And the pool is
in 2
so...
weeks.
If the pool makes my legs hurt.
Because you don't know how to swim properly. You have to practice. So
Guys, I'm happy they didn't go because I don't want to do their hair. And I was a little bit worried. But it's all good. Even if they had gone, I would have figured it out. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But they said the pool was cold, so they stayed. And I guess you guys just played. There's a park there. You guys were at the park?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. How's your crush,
sweating.
Amaya?
I'm sweating.
Okay. Well, that's
Can you
that.
put the AC on right now?
Yes, I
Right
can.
now?
All right, guys, we're taking the kids home. Let's go.
Emily's 1 hour later.
All right, guys, so the kids ate, and now they're ready to go to karate. They're all dressed in their gis here. But take a look at Danny's hand. He wanted to show you his hand.
I
Oh.
saw it. He showed me when he got home. Go.
Oh.
Yeah, he showed me.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
his most common injury.
His hands, right?
Falls and he puts his hands down.
Oh, my goodness. Well, the girls didn't go swimming today.
No?
Well, they didn't want to wet their hair.
Okay.
So it makes it easier on me. We'll see how next week goes. But anyways, guys, we're going to end the vlog here because the kids are going to karate and they won't be home till late. So we are going to get that ticket paid. We learned our lesson. The girls' hair is kept intact, so we're happy. So guys, before we leave out today, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell
Up there.
because we don't want you to miss a thing. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.